Alright, a quick backstory on this video. This took place during the Iceman Cometh 2023, which was November 3rd and 4th. The Ice Cycle Expo was on the 3rd, and they had a first year meet the pro type of a thing where you can stand there and talk to 3 or 4 pros who volunteered. That was pretty awesome. The Ice Cycle Expo is really one of the best parts of the whole event, I think. It's a very nice expo. It's huge, and it's right at the hotel where I stayed, so that was awesome. So I will apologize right now, okay? Do not bother telling me I suck at interviewing and I talk over Riley. I know. I'm going to get better, I promise. The video quality is kind of crappy too, so cut me a little slack. I guarantee you the next one will be better than this one. I learned a lot. So let's see what Riley had to say, and hope you get something out of this.
What your very first World Cup win? Did you freak out immediately after, or did it take a little while? You say, "Oh my God, I actually did that."
Well, my first World Cup win was actually 2 years ago in 2021, and that was like it just happened. It didn't really sink in. It was like, wow, we just checked the box, like bam, bam, bam. That was amazing. That was awesome. Let's keep doing it. And then I took
whatever I'm doing.
Then I took
doing
2.5 years to do one again. So
how old were you back in 21?
19. Yeah, I was actually the youngest ever under 23 World Cup winner. So that was like pretty unreal, but at the same time, it didn't sink in what that meant because I was kind of fresh out of juniors in this category and had kind of stars aligned a bit. And so then 2.5 years later, when I won this year in Andorra, that was a way bigger moment to me because it felt like, hey, I finally figured out how to race that level again that I did 2.5 years ago.
It's the people you beat that is what's cool. Yeah. These are all, you and that whole crew are going to be the new guys, the elites.
Someday, hopefully, yeah.
I mean, you're not going to stop anytime soon, right?
No, but yeah.
What's your long-term goal? Just go as long as you can?
Yeah, I mean, the long-term goal for me is just to love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I love mountain bike racing more than anything. You know, I have guys ask me all the time, like, you don't race the domestic stuff, the lifetime stuff, but that's not where my heart is. Like,
that's why I like you.
I grew up racing mountain bikes. I'm from a mountain bike town. I didn't come from a road background. I didn't come from a gravel cyclocross background. Like, I grew up riding mountain bikes, going fast with my friends, and like my goal is to keep loving that and to keep being at the front of World Cups and enjoying what I do, because a lot of guys from the U.S. and North America struggle to go over there and perform in Europe. And so
I know, I've been watching for years. I couldn't. It's frustrating because I know they're fast. They win locally and here, but the extra. So it's just cool.
Yeah. So
the new generation.
Keep loving what I'm doing. I think the speed comes with that for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm really just lucky to be supported by a great brand who puts a lot of emphasis on North Americans doing well.
I'm 2 hours from Trek.
Yeah.
Did you go through the high school thing?
I did. I raced all 4 years with the Colorado High School League.
4 years.
Yeah, I think you see so many kids that love mountain biking, love the high school league. You know, the thing that we have to work on and figure out how to keep doing is connecting them from great high school league racing to high level racing at the front of our sport. You know?
Right.
So making that jump is so hard, and how we expose them bit by bit, you know, to super high level racing and to the opportunities.
Well, you must already have people looking up to you, younger people, especially in your hometown, I would think.
I think,
See you, Casey.
like you said, the new generation is coming, and there's so many levels to that. And I rode just the other day with some kids. My first coach actually was Todd Wells, who you also know really well.
That's funny.
His son Coop now is about 10 years old.
Oh my God,
and
kids going.
Absolutely unreal to see the new generation and the level 10 years old, what they're capable of. It's unreal. So there's a lot of hope for the future.
That's how all the Europeans do it. Everybody's out almost.
I mean, my goal is to show that, hey, like, I was just a kid that grew up loving racing my bike and riding my bike, and like with a little hard work and the right opportunities, it's all possible to race at the highest level. Like, none of these countries have anything we don't in terms of great riding, great mentors,
especially where you're
coaching,
from.
You know, so
Yeah.
my goal is to inspire, but then also show some of these kids what the path looks like and the opportunities you need.
When did you get your first real coach? At what age? I mean,
wasn't
real meaning like
I was until I was 15 or 16.
just did it old school, get out there and.
Well, I mean, I didn't really discover mountain bike racing until I was 13, 14 years old.
Huh.
So, I mean, I liked to ride my bike a ton.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know about racing. I didn't know about a series around the U.S. I didn't even know we had a national championship, so that much less you could be a pro until I was 14, 15, 16 years old. So I didn't go to my first national championships until I was 16. So it's important to remember, like a lot of kids nowadays that do start really young, to just take their time with it. And
so what do you do between now and next spring? You're not a
kind of taking a little
cyclocrosser?
time off. I love cyclocross, but for me, next year is really important with Paris 2024.
Yeah,
so that's my biggest goal, is to hopefully qualify for that, and taking this winter to really do a really good workload and come into the first two World Cups in Brazil really hot, because those are an auto qualification for me for the Olympics.
So early. Do you have, I mean, does Trek give you a couple extra bikes?
Yeah, I have a big
play?
travel bike. Honestly, I don't get to ride that much anymore just because I'm gone so much, like racing.
Right.
But I love playing around on the off season, and I think it's honestly really, really beneficial. And it helps your descending skills on your XC bike so much, because you can go so much faster on that bike, and you ride differently on that bike.
I didn't think about
you
that.
can go faster.
Right.
And you can hit bigger stuff. So then when you jump back on your XC bike, you're naturally going faster, is what I found. But we kind of treat a race like a week. You know, we'll show up the week of the race on a Monday, get a couple easy rides in, maybe get some time on track from Wednesday or Thursday to the weekend.
Yeah.
It's kind of, each race weekend gets kind of packed into or unpacked into a week, you could say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. At the level of the sport we're at, you know, like we're racing at the highest level of sport.
Yeah.
And with that comes trying to do every little thing possible to get the highest level of performance. And a fork will feel really good after 10, 15 hours of use, but a fork can feel 1%, 2% better right after you have fresh seals, fresh rebuild, fresh tires out of nowhere, fresh bearings all around the bike. All those little things
I didn't think of that.
can cumulatively add up to a lot of speed.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I mean, we keep our bikes. We kind of become the training bike the next year, the bike we race in. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you're going to win tomorrow.
I like to try.
I got a feeling it's going to happen again.
We're going to go for it.
It's going to be killer.
Nice to meet you.
It has been a pleasure.